Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, going to discuss the what's next on Isaac Dogboe, the former 122-pound super bantamweight champion, following his hard-fought 10-round majority decision victory over Adam Lopez, as he competed for his second time at the featherweight limit of 126. You know, it was a good win for him. You know, to shake off some more rust. You know, it's only his second fight in over 2 years. You know, he fought Chris Avalos last year, and that's his second fight, and not just over 2 years, but since back-to-back losses to Emmanuel Navarrete in December of 2018 and May of 2019, when he got knocked out by Navarrete in those fights. So, you know, so he had a lot to prove, needless to say. You know, he had to... you know, he's trying to prove that featherweight is the division. He actually wants a third fight with Navarrete, but we got to see if that's even in the cards or not. But he came to fight in this one and walked away with a tough win over a tough Adam Lopez. I mean, in all fairness, Adam Lopez is a very solid fighter. And, you know, I'm not sure how good Dogboe is going to be at featherweight, you know, given his style, but we'll see. You know, maybe he's got a lot to prove. Let's run up through the top 10 and see what's next for Isaac Dogboe following that win. So we start with number 1, Gary Russell Jr., and this is just top rank in the PBC. Gary Russell only fights once a year. He's pretty much going to fight Ray Vargas next. And, you know, I don't see him and Dogboe in the cards. Number 2 is I think Manuel, was it Lara? What was his name? Mauricio Lara, following that upset knockout win over Josh Warrington. I wouldn't completely rule this out, but I think they're kind of going in two different directions, because Dogboe's trying to get in line for a showdown with Navarrete again, or a title shot, and Lara might be doing the same thing. Maybe they will cross paths, but you know, Lara's coming off that win over Warrington, and from what I keep hearing is that him and Warrington are likely going to rematch, so we'll see. Number 3 is Josh Warrington, who got knocked out against Lara you know, back in February. From what I'm hearing right now is that he's trying to get a rematch with Lara done for you know, like the end of August into September. I haven't heard anything official, but I heard that's the rumor right now. So we just got to wait and see if that's the case and what's going on. But you know, it looks like Dogboe and you know, Warrington won't happen anytime soon. Then you got Kid Galahad, the former world title challenger. He's locked up to fight Jazza Dickens next. This is also Matchroom working with Top Rank, and I really don't think Bob Arum's going to want to expose Dogboe to him when he has another champion in the Top Rank stable in Navarrete, especially with Dogboe wanting some revenge on Navarrete. So we just got to wait and see. That's you know, pretty much number 4 right there. Number 5, I mean, again, I got to reshape all my top 10s, but I got Shu Ken of China, the WBA regular champion. Now, I wouldn't completely rule it out, but again, I think this is, you know, like Golden Boy has ties with Shu Ken, and I don't think they're going to get together with Top Rank to make this fight happen. Then you got Emmanuel Navarrete, the WBO champion, which would be a third fight for these two. Now, even though, you know, you wouldn't think after the way Navarrete dominated Dogboe in the second fight that he would need this, but, you know, there's not a lot of fighters in the Top Rank stable at 126, big name fighters, and Navarrete just might say fuck it and fight him a third time just to draw interest in, and, you know, and be confident that he can beat him again. Bob Arum might talk him into it. So I do think this fight's possible, even though I don't think it's a fight that he needs. Next would be, like, I pretty much have Dogboe in this area, but Tutsko Nyambayar, he's moving up to 130 to fight in his next fight against Chris Colbert, which I think he's going to lose that fight. But he's also a PBC guy, so I don't see these two guys locking horns. Then you got Jesse Magdaleno, the former WBO champion, which would be a rematch. I would love to see this fight. I actually think this is a fight that needs to happen in order to cement a showdown with Navarrete for both guys. Magdaleno kind of didn't want the fight, you know, last last year. He didn't really want that fight, and then you know, Dogboe really wants the third fight. So these two guys are both in the top ranked stable. Why not fight each other, and then the winner get a shot at Navarrete? To me, that would make the most sense, but I don't know if both these guys are interested in that showdown. We have to wait and see. Then there's Joet Gonzalez. Gonzalez he did fight his last fight with Top Rank. So I do think it's a makeable fight, but I don't know if it's a good style matchup for Dogboe. So I'm right now I'm leaning towards the less likely, even though, like I said, it's a good style matchup. I mean, it's a makeable fight. I'm sorry, it's not a good style matchup, but it's a makeable fight. And then lastly is Eduardo Ramirez. You know, Ramirez last year got a major win, but he's with a PBC guy, and I really think they're going to keep him tied to the PBC, and I don't see a fight being worked out with Dogboe. So Dogboe's got a couple of options. I really think there's a chance he gets a third fight with Navarrete. I think that is in the cards, but I would rather see him earn it the right way and take on Magdaleno again and see if Magdaleno or Dogboe is the better guy. I think Dogboe give Magdaleno a rematch, you know, because Magdaleno, in my opinion, fought more competitively against Dogboe than Dogboe did against Navarrete in both fights. That first fight, Dogboe was in it, but he was getting beat to the punch all night. He got outworked. To me, the fight wasn't close on the cards. I had it like 9 rounds of 3, 10 rounds of 2 for Navarrete. You know, but Dogboe made it to the final bell. But in the rematch, he got knocked out in the 12th in a fight that he was not in, that he was getting destroyed in. Like, you know, he got knocked out 4 times. And then his dad finally called the fight in the 12th round. In my opinion, and most people's opinion, that was way too late. So, you know, and in Magdaleno, when he fought Dogboe, it was a highly competitive fight. He scored a knockdown early on. They kept slugging it out. It was a good, close battle. And then Dogboe just overwhelmed him in the 11th round. But, you know, that's what I'm saying is I think Magdaleno, if he wants the rematch, Dogboe should give him that. And then, you know, maybe Navarrete will give the winner of that fight a shot at the title, considering they're all with Top Rank, you know. So I think it makes the most sense. I think Dogboe needs to think about it. And, you know, and if not, you know, we'll see if he can just land that fight with Navarrete that he wants. We'll see if that ends up working out for him. But that's it. That's the what's next on Isaac Dogboe, the former 122-pound super bantamweight champion. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. True Boxing, you've been here with the truth.